What's up, YouTube? So I'm going to keep this real quick because I don't have a lot of time. I just wrapped up that new Cloverfield movie, and I want to go ahead and throw out a review out. Initial reactions to it. I mean, J.J. Abrams has a habit, or he basically will either put out something that I really like or I really don't like. If you watch the other Cloverfield stuff and you're a fan of it, then you definitely need to watch this new movie. It's kind of important. It starts to explain stuff, but it does not fully explain stuff. And I don't want to spoil too much, but what it doesn't explain is why there are monsters on Earth fully. Like, it kind of starts to. It explains other stuff, like why things got weird, but it doesn't explain why there are actual monsters coming out based on what happened in the movie. It was nothing really original. It didn't really break the mold or anything. There was a lot of like the body horror stuff, like from like Aliens or any of that Lovecraftian type thing going on in it. A lot of stuff that you've already seen before in other like movies about multiple dimensions and things like that. There's a lot of retreaded territory that's been in other movies before. I am glad that I saw it. I am glad that it was made because, like I said, it's a continuation of the story, and hopefully we'll get another movie with more explanation in it. It definitely was far from perfect, though. There were a couple things that really bothered me in particular, being kind of a nerd, is there was some suspension of disbelief because there were 4 or 5 things in relation to science that happened in the movie that even if you're not a science nerd, you're gonna be kind of like, what the fuck is this? You'll see what I'm talking about because, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much. Do I feel like the other movies are required viewing for this? Like, not entirely. Like, I guess you could watch this movie on its own, but you'll be happy that you watch the other ones as well before you watch it, just because of the order. So, anyway, that's my initial reactions to it. I'll still say, as far as Abrams is concerned, he can either do really good or really god-awful. And this, I guess, was somewhere in the middle, more towards the positive side for me. His show Fringe is probably my favorite show, period. Lost had the best first 2 seasons of any show ever, in my opinion. Then to completely shit the bed and make no sense and be terrible after the first 2 seasons. Like I said, this is definitely a serviceable movie. It's definitely necessary. So hopefully we'll get more of an explanation going forward of where the monsters come into on this. So the best one of these by far is the 10 Cloverfield Lane. That movie was the shit. It stands by itself. Like, you can watch 10 Cloverfield Lane without even watching Cloverfield, in my opinion, and just enjoy it as it is. It's the best thing they put out. So, and this was good. So, I mean, if you like the other 2, definitely watch this. Not everybody's gonna love it, and there's not really a lot of originality going on in it, but it was cool. Anyway, go check it out.